Oh.
Derek!
Donna.
We need an exact large amount of money in an exact number of days before our living situation changes.
Donna, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to us. Ever since that minor inconvenience in our fragile life.
What are we gonna do, brother?
I don't know. Sister, how are we gonna get out of this predicament? Oh.
Derek, my brother, a sheet of paper.
Donna, my sister, look at this. Our town annual dog show, and first place is an exact large amount of money.
Wait, and it takes place the day before we need the money.
You know what I'm thinking? I
enter
dress
you
up
in the
like a
dog
dog and
contest
go to
and
our
you
landlord to
win
give him
exact large amount of
sexual
money.
favors. What?
Let's do my plan.
Yeah, let's do your plan. Okay.
I can't believe our plan didn't work.
I know. If I had just been faster at the obstacle course, we wouldn't have come in second place.
That Jack Russell must have been on modafinil.
Or armodafinil. Methamphetamine. Come in. Hi, Mr. Ritano, our landlord.
Hi, Donna. Hi, Derek. It's me, your landlord, Mr. Ritano. Also the man who's causing an inconvenience in your life.
Fragile life.
Right. Well, I saw what you kids did there at the annual Our Town Dog Show.
Oh no, so that means you know we didn't win the exact large amount of money.
Yep, I saw you guys came in second, which was not the exact large amount of money.
We'll start packing our things and be out of your hair by morning.
No, that's exactly why I came by. See, seen you kids dress up, act a fool, come up with some brain dead, half thought out plan with a costume made out of felt.
Yeah, it's felt.
And still got second place. Really blew my mind and blew my heart.
Wait, so do you mean
Yep, you guys can stay. Just give me the second place, which was not the exact exact large amount of money, and you wear that up tonight, and we'll figure out how to make up for the rest of the large amount of money.
Well, I guess it all worked out.
I did it?
Yeah, half your plan, half my plan.
Derek, you're totally right.
Dad?
Live from ATL! It's ATL Live!
Hello, my friends. My name is Variety Song. Drive the car, I 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 drive the car. Drive the car, I push the gas, I 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 drive the car.
your guest host for the evening, Casey Navarro.
Hi, you guys. I'm probably recognizable. You probably want my autograph. You might have seen my 2015 Big Lots commercial. It was a Christmas commercial, and I sang about a cheese ball. You might also have caught me on national television doing an Ally Bank commercial where my scene partner was a 90-year-old man who couldn't remember my character's name. So in the final cut, I get in the Uber and he goes, "For Casey?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude." You might have caught me on an episode of Judge Judy. I don't know if you guys know, but that is a made-up show. The cases are real, but it's improvisers who act out the court part. So I played a landlord. Yeah, I played a landlord who was being sued by another old man. This one looked like the old man from Up, so he definitely won. Much cuter than me. What else? Oh, I was in an ID commercial show called Reasonable Doubt, and I played a lesbian murderer. Yes, I had a pixie cut at the time, and I met like the love of my life in women's prison, and she convinced me to shoot her husband so we could take his money. And when I got to set that day, they told me I would kiss the girl at like a scene where we were at a club and we're like falling in love. And I was like, "Oh, I've never kissed a girl before," which is a lie. One time my high school boyfriend dared me to kiss my best friend in a hot tub. So that's my resume. Oh, and then I toured with Second City for a very long time. Second City, Chicago. I got to see the whole country. It was a blast. I also did one of their cruise contracts, so I did comedy on a cruise ship. Yeah, and that was fun until I lost my job because I refused to wear the life vest. Because if I'm gonna die, I don't want to look like a fucking nerd. I think it's really American to stand up during the national anthem and put your hand over your heart. I think it's more American if you don't know which side your heart is on. I have no idea. I'm from Ohio originally. It's true. That meme is going around where they're like, "Only in Ohio," and I'm like, what? I grew up there in a town called Beaver Creek, where there's no beavers or creeks. I think the worst thing anyone's ever said about me was, "Wow, that girl looks like she believes in the Bible." I'm kidding. One time my mom called me a honky-tonk hoe.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I was 12, sir. That's awesome. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I started wearing the patch. Just so people would be like, "Hey, she has goals." Do you guys ever have thoughts that you would never say out loud? Never. Yeah. Like, "I like to dry hump." Or, "I just took a shit at your party." And it wouldn't flush. So I scooped it out with paper towel. Put it in the trash. Because there was a line and people would know it was me. Sir, do you think I'm pregnant or just fat?
That is so awkward.
Just be honest, though. It's ATL Live. You can be honest.
My first impression was that you're pregnant.
That is correct. What does he win? Yes, I don't have health care because I do this. But according to Google, I'm 28 weeks. Okay? But anyways, I'm still drinking. So if anyone BYOB'd and want to give me a little something. I'm still drinking. Just kidding. I'm sober. 7 months sober. Wow. Yeah, it's the longest I've been sober since I was 12, and my mom called me a honky-tonk hoe. I think the biggest regret in my life is getting a tramp stamp tattoo, it says slut life. But in the Salt Life font. Actually, that's fucking cool. I don't regret that. That's dope. And I did find out I am having a boy. I don't think we need a clap. I really wanted a girl. But you get what you get. It's fine. Now I can say I finally have a dick inside me that lasted longer than 2 minutes. So that's kind of fun. I think I've been preparing for this pregnancy my whole life. I've always been a little chunky, so I feel like I have decades worth of experience hating how my body looks in my clothes. I've been known to make a mistake or two that ends with me throwing up the next morning. And everyone's like, oh no, when this baby comes, you're gonna never sleep. Yeah, I remember Coke, okay? I've stayed up late before. It's gonna be fine. I honestly can't wait for this little guy to show up, because then I'll have someone new to blame for all my problems instead of my parents or my youth pastor. And I can't wait to say cool mom phrases like, I brought you into this world and I can take you out, you know, or you were a mistake, or the state made me keep you. Kind of like fun stuff like that. I also feel like ladies who run with strollers look like they're stealing babies. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, cool. I am nervous though to be a mom because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to teach my son, you know, like consent, boring. Or like, you know, how to lie and manipulate your therapist so she takes your side every week. How if you run out of weed, or yeah, you can just take NyQuil recreationally. How to spread your butt cheeks with your bare hands so if you have to fart in bed, your partner can't hear it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough information, okay? But I'm gonna do it. I'm a mom. I'm almost a mom. Okay, I did think it'd be fun to do one last thing before I left. This is a journal I kept during my touring days at Second City. And so if somebody could just shout out a number, I'm gonna read that tour.
23.
23, okay. Okay, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, okay? We stayed in a nasty casino. Jameson won $120. We smoked inside and had dinner at this very cool Korean barbecue fusion restaurant. Okay, cool. We drank Corona outside, sitting on the ground. Trashy, but felt right. In the morning, we went to DSW and bought shoes. Okay. Kelsey and Jasper smell. Since they don't shower, we call them the smellies.
Wow.
We think they are totes fucking. Oh my God. After the show, this douchey guy took us to an awful club for free drinks. We drank a lot. I threw up. Blair danced with the Cookie Monster. I got pizza all over me and my phone started playing Pandora Christmas, so we left it on the whole walk home. The next morning we flew to DC and we were invited to tour the White House by Michelle Obama. But Kelsey and Jasper were so nasty, the Secret Service refused to let them in. Thank you guys, enjoy the show. Coming up next, we have a digital live short by Parky Films. Give it up for them.
Ow, fuck.
What's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, I just can't seem to screw this fucking screw in.
Are you using the tools that you bought?
Yes, Imogen, I'm using the tools that I bought. They're just like too advanced or something.
Did you charge the battery?
Yeah, I charged the battery. I'm not an idiot.
Are you using the right drill bit?
It only came with one.
Oh, well, check the manual. Maybe it'll help you troubleshoot.
I already read the whole fucking thing. Just won't, like... Oh, me! What kind of a fucking man can't even hang a picture on the wall?
Don't get upset. DIY is hard. And besides, you're good at other things. No one writes academic research like you.
Yeah, great. Just what every woman wants, a sound methodology and extensive bibliography.
Where are you going?
Gotta figure this shit out.
You don't have to prove anything to me.
I just wish that I was like a real man, you know?
I know you do, sweetie. You're a wonderful man. Look at me. So you can't fix things around the house. So what? You have a brilliant mind. Call someone to get the repairs done, okay?
Okay. You telling me you wish I wasn't more like that? Hey, how'd you get the drill to work?
Gentle, but with a little force, just like a lady.
Could you go outside and chop that tree down next?
I have a PhD on trees.
There we go. So as you see, there's kid featured in this. We also have Ezra, who's featured in the sketch. And for ATL Comedy Awards, we have a category, the best comedic kid. So if you have a kid, you know a kid, you are a kid, you can submit for that. Now we have up next, I'm so excited, our stand-up comedian of the night. She is the 2021 Golden Pitcher Award winner. Give it up for Storm Artis.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just here. How are we doing? We all right? Yeah. I am your lesbian for tonight. Any other lesbians? 3. Okay. 3. Put your fingers up, man. Put your fingers up. Let them see the strength in your arms. Let them see the strength in your elbows. See how strong you are. I love being a lesbian. I am a 6'2" masculine lesbian, and I no longer want to be. Because I have to walk myself to my car. And it's always a man 5'5" that want to walk me to my car for safety. I'm like, where's the safety? And now we walking to my car looking like the cutest, gayest couple in Atlanta. And I look like I paid the bill. Because what if we're walking to my car and somebody jump out the bushes and be like, hey, give me all your money. I'm gonna be like, excuse me, Mr. Robert. I'm gonna grab his hand and be like, hey, take my husband, kill my husband. You gotta do it. I am a gold star lesbian. I'm a gold star lesbian. Thank you. One person is happy for my coochie. I appreciate it. Which means I've never had penis a day in my life. Wow. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. She is happy for my vagina. She's excited. She was like, wow. That put that back in the freezer. Put that back. But before I leave this earth, I do want to experience penis. I do. That's a goal of mine because I'm an open person. I'm open. But I have a lot of qualms with penis. I have too many qualms. The first qualm I have with penis is that penis is too aggressive. It's too aggressive because penis just be up for no reason, looking around. And he still be asleep. Because ladies, when we go to sleep, everything go to sleep, right ladies? Everything. Titties, sleep, in your armpit, sleep. Vagina, dry, sleep. your booty hole tight. Sleep. That one got him. He liked that. Cause he's a nasty man. He don't want to wake up oblivious that his penis is on your back. Just penis is stupid. Penis need a melatonin. That's what I think. Get a melatonin to the penis so it can go to sleep. But no, your dick up just talking to the balls for no reason. What are y'all discussing at 2:30 in the morning? And then he just roll over, and then now the penis poking you in your back and your spine, and you wonder why you got spinal bifida. Because his penis is dumb. That's why. Before I leave this earth, I do want to experience penis though. But can you imagine me with my legs up in the air? First of all, why was that so funny? Why was he was like, ha? No, we can't. But I'm too tall. I'm too tall to have my legs up in the air. Because now I got to fight with the ceiling fan the whole time. Tearing up my Achilles up. Turn it off. And now I get a notice from my leasing office that somebody has been walking on the ceiling and we don't know how that's been happening. I'm like, shut up, ma'am. I'm trying to get this back blown out. You let me tap dance on the ceiling if I want to. Y'all gonna laugh at these in the car. These are good. I'm a seasoned lesbian. I'm seasoned. When I go to the store to pick out my penis, I pick out a regular penis man size, right? 5 to 8 inches, 9 if she's for the streets. You know what I'm talking about? She's for the streets. She's like, yes, I was for the streets. But no, these young lesbians are too ambitious. They're too ambitious. They have too many goals and too many dreams. So I called this young girl over to have sex. She brought a backpack that was the size of an army backpack. You ever seen an army survival backpack? Yeah. I was like, what is in this backpack? Like we were gonna drop her off at the desert and be like, find a way to live. So she comes over and she pulls this penis out of her bag, 10 to 12 inches like a sword. She's like, I'm ready! I'm like, what are we gonna do with this penis? So you know me, I'm a seasoned lesbian, so I put the penis on and I start having sex with her like I'm trying to saw wood. I was like, you gonna get all this penis. This is what you came for. Shut up. Get out. Hush your mouth. Don't cry now. Don't cry. This is what you... Thank you to the gay people that laughed at me. It's about 2 gay people. Scissoring is stupid. I don't know what lesbian been in scissoring. Because I don't know if you've ever seen grand opening day scissors. The one they use to cut the ribbon. I'm those scissors. That's me. And she's 5'5". She's the little scissors that we use to cut our pubic hairs. Ladies, y'all have those scissors where you throw your leg up on the toilet? Okay, I'm the only one that's still snipping. Okay, cool. Y'all got money. Y'all go and get y'all's Brazilian waxed. Okay. I'm cheap. I just open my own coochie up and be like, I'm gonna cut these little hairs off before I go. I like these jokes. I don't give a shit. I like these jokes. I love how straight people find out that I'm a lesbian and they want to give me their one-time story. You straight people love doing that to me. Be like, Storm, you're a lesbian? I'm like, yeah. Be like, one time, when I was in college, me and my roommate, we stayed up late, we took some Adderall, we woke up naked in our twin beds. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, Susan. I don't give a fuck. Because it's never a man. It's never a man. I'm still waiting on that man story to come. It's never a man, be like, Storm, you're a lesbian? I'm like, mm-hmm. It'd be like, one time, when I was playing football at Georgia State, I sucked Jamal's dick under the bleachers. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, Jamal! But tell me more. Please, tell me more. Dumb. Clap if you got kids. Clap if you got kids. Oh, okay, you hate him too. He didn't know what to do. He looked at his wife. Should I clap? Do I love our kids? Do I? She's like, I should have swallowed them. That's what I should have done. Oh, okay, so we're a Christian crowd. No, we were slow. She said we were slow. She said I was slow like I swallowed it slow. That's how. This is a Presbyterian crowd. We don't. It's like a 7-day Adventist crowd. We don't have sex in here. We ain't swallowing cum in here. We ain't doing that. I heard it was a child in here. You're corrupt now. Whatever you're doing, it's over for you. You are corrupt now. You're gonna go to school and be like, oh my God, did you know that you could swallow cum? Did you know that? Be like, call your mother right now. Call your mama. All right, I'm gonna give y'all 2 more and I'm gonna get off this stage. Ladies, when was the last time you've had that speculum experience? She said, look at all the men, tell us more, because we don't understand. All right, man, I'm gonna educate you before I get out of here. A speculum, fellas, because you know, when you go to the doctor to get yourself checked, they just, grab your balls, tell you to turn right, left, cough, right? Right? And then they take the finger, stick up your ass to check your prostate, right? Nobody knows. Look at all the men, do that? But a speculum, fellas, is when we go to the gynecologist, right? They take this thing that looks like an Aflac duck bill. And they take it and they put it in your vagina. And they crank it like they're trying to change a flat tire. So they crank it. And they crank it. And they crank it. And they crank it. They step back, look at your vagina and be like, mm-mm. And they crank it. And they crank it until your vagina's open like a high five. Right? And then ladies, what do they tell you after that? Relax! Relax. How the fuck can I relax with all this insurance inside of me? How? It's too much insurance. Pull the insurance out. Pull the insurance out. And then ladies, what do they tell you after that? Scoot.
Oh, yeah.
Scoot.
Down.
Scoot.
Closer to the edge.
Scoot. I'd be like, hey, I'm 6'2". You scoot to me. You got the degree, you scoot to me. Because I'm 6'2". If I scoot anymore, my feet gonna be outside parking cars. I can't scoot anymore. And ladies, I have one qualm with the gynecologist. She always takes that little Motel 8 sheet and throws it over your kneecaps and disappears like a magician. She be like, excuse me. She goes down. And I'm like, no, rip the sheet off, because I want to see your face. Because your face changed from there to here. Because you come down and be like, no, bitch, I want to see the whole thing. Fuck me up. And then she told me one thing that really fucked my whole life up. She said, Miss Carter, don't be alarmed. I said, bitch, I'm alarmed. She said, your cervix is a little to the left. I said, well, how much is it for an alignment today? Do I gotta pay the extra $19.99 to get in line? That's what I'm here for. Put it in the middle. Y'all have been a great crowd. I'm so happy.
I'm craving a cocktail, and I'd like something with vodka, preferably handcrafted and potato-based. And make it strong, but I don't want to taste the alcohol. And I'd like fresh ice in it, crushed ice, that is. And I'd like it sweet, but not fruity, but not too sweet. But I'd like to have fresh fruit in it, like a very tart fruit, almost like a vegetable, but not quite. A chill glass, of course. Shaken, but also stirred. As far as the garnish, I'm curious, what kind of leafy greens do you offer? Get that crap out of here. No.
There's no better shift drink than a Wild Heaven beer.
All right, now we have a local Atlanta short form improv group that's not afraid to get a little spicy. I didn't write that. Okay. Please welcome the Naughty Rigatonis.
Hello, everyone. We are the Naughty Rigatonis, and we are not your mama's pasta. Ooh. All right, so since we are pasta people and you all are at the chef's table, we like to count down our scenes a little bit differently. We don't use numbers, we use pasta! Ooh. So if you guys could please repeat after me. Spaghetti!
Spaghetti!
Ravioli!
Ravioli!
Naughty Rigatonis!
gonna count down our scenes using those 3 words. So remember that, okay? I'm gonna hold you to it. If not, I'm gonna kick you out of the chef's table. We will be playing one voice, and in one voice, we will have 2 people speaking as one person. But we're gonna mix it up because we are the naughty rigatonis, and we like to live dangerously. We're gonna have 2 people speaking, or 2 sets of 2 people speaking in one voice at the same time. So to get this started, what is your favorite mythological creature?
Loch Ness.
Ooh.
Unicorn.
So many good ones. Okay, I'm gonna go with Loch Ness. All right, so we will see this Loch Ness inspired one voice in Spaghetti, Ravioli, Naughty Rigatonis. Thank you, Bob. We are back here in Studio 5 where I have people who have witnessed the Loch Ness Monster in Decatur, Georgia. Ooh. All right, please, our first guest on the right here, please state your name.
Hi, my name is Connor McLeod. No relation.
Connor McLeod, wow, so nice to meet you. Where did you see the Loch Ness Monster in Decatur?
I was walking down the square and I was about to step into the brick store and there he was. Right in front of the brick store.
Wow, wouldn't have thought he was into bricks. So,
hey, everybody's into bricks.
I'm not from Decatur, so I'm not familiar. Please explain.
Well, there are 3 reasons that a Loch Ness would be into bricks. 1, they're hard. 2, buildings. And 3, they can sink into the bottom of the lake.
Those are all very valid reasons. All right, next guest. Who are you?
My name is Scott.
All right. Scott with an S. Where did you see it?
Oh,
it's
Scott with an S.
Oh, hey, Bethany, cut that one out. Scott, so we have Scott's here. Scott's with an S. And please tell me where you saw the Loch Ness Monster.
Well, I saw the Loch Ness Monster on my lawn.
Was he building a brick wall?
No! That's stupid.
So, when you saw him on your lawn, how did you feel about that? Were you scared?
Oh, yes. Though I was so scared, I nearly peed myself.
Wow, you know, I did hear that Loch Ness Monsters are very attracted to pee. So, what did you do when it started sniffing a little too close?
Well, I was very proud of my lawn. My lawn attracts all kinds of creatures.
Wow, what do you do for lawn care?
Oh, why, it would take too long to tell you.
Oh, Bethany, we've got 5 more hours. Great. Please go on.
Well, first, you have to pee on the lawn. That's what you do to prime it. Second, you have to poop on the lawn. That's good fertilizer. Third, you have to make a...
Yeah, you have to make a what?
You have to make a call. A very specific call.
Call to who?
The lawn man.
Wow, have you ever...
Hey, I think I I heard of you. Scott Swan Carrot?
No. That's a different Scott.
Because I always said it was shit.
Think we should say something? Or?
Nah, let it go. Look at that. You want to squeeze her cheeks. Aww.
Hey,
whoa,
don't do that here.
you
No.
weirdo.
There's no better shift drink than a Wild Heaven beer.
Now we're about to see a 2020 Golden Pitcher winner for Best Comedic Web Series by David Myers called Bloomywood. So give it up.
So I'm out here in Hollywood. There's a lot of bugs. Do you know how you get to the Hollywood sign? So I have a script I'm trying to get made. I don't do really well in nature. I once had a goose bite me. I'm kind of writing the movie as I go. Because it's going to have, right now the ending is very sad, but when I get the movie made, it's going to have a happy ending. Do you think a celebrity lives in that tower? Probably not. I once heard that's not enough to chase your dream. You have to take your dream, tackle it to the ground, and strangle it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm very thirsty. Climb every mountain. Richard Rodgers said that, and Oscar Hammerstein. They were wise men. Would you like to produce my film? You can. Are you in the
Is
industry?
the grocery list part of the script?
Yes, actually. Eggs and mayonnaise are going to feature prominently. Success requires a lot of legwork, so you're going to have calves the size of a mule. There's Quentin Tarantino coming to me to welcome me to Hollywood. Hey, Quentin, the script's right here. You're going to love it. You be successful enough, they sell you a helicopter. Does anybody want to make a film? You got to put in some effort to get something in return.
It's the perfect metaphor.
Are you a film producer? Do you need someone to take your picture? So I'm trying to raise funds for my movie. So everyone said I wouldn't make it to Hollywood, and they're wrong. Here I am. Look at that. Look at that smog. You only get that in LA. Breathe it in. I'm trying to get a film made, a movie.
What film is it?
It's a film about my life. Your accent makes you sound very intelligent.
No, thank you. Yeah,
I've tried to do an accent. You think you put an accent in the film? You think people would like that?
I think people will love your film.
Michael Bloomstein. What part of England would that be from? Remember my name, Michael Bloomstein. Possibly Starbuck, whichever you like better.
I made a film or two.
You directed it?
Yeah.
Was it Joker? My movie's kind of like Joker. I'm a tormented individual, but it has a happy ending, because instead of killing someone, I come to Hollywood and make a movie. You see that sign, Hollywood? They're going to change it to Bloomywood. That's how big this is. Can I get in your picture? I'm going to be a movie star.
I account for a company that's about to be sold.
Would you consider embezzling from the company to fund my film?
I'm pathologically ethical.
Pathologically ethical? You're in the wrong town. I think that might work out. I think I got a rash. What are you doing in Hollywood?
Making a living, man.
Yeah. I'm not, but I want to be.
Please give it up for tonight's musical guest, Variety Stomp from Moloq.
This song is about the queen of the public radio airwaves. Yeah, I'm talking about Terry Gross, baby. I love her. I worship her. I listen to her all the time.
So this is our little segment we like to call banter, because we're gonna banter with the band. Nice, thank you. That was very.
It deserved the
that was. Yeah, it was wholesome. Okay, so Paul is variety stomp.
Yes.
When
that's
he's
correct.
doing his single act, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys think of that? Did you notice the drums on one hand and piano in the other? I mean, seriously.
Oh, go on.
Oh my God.
Go on.
Yeah, stop. It's nice. It's very cool. I love it. So the songs are actually from Moloq,
Yes.
which is a duo.
I play in a duo called Moloq.
Yep. And you got a
that's
show coming
a
up.
few songs.
You can tell them about the show.
Yes, we are playing the Earl in East Atlanta, the East Atlanta Restaurant and Lounge. Did you know that it's an acronym? The Earl, the East Atlanta Restaurant and Lounge.
I did not know
Now
that.
you know.
I love
Thursday,
you guys are the best.
Thursday, May 11th.
Thursday, May
we will
11th. So yeah.
Be playing. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, with my
And that's-
duo partner, the wonderful Jake Aaron, who I wanted all the money for this, so you know.
Yeah. So we had to kick him out. So I love your so the last song is about Terry Gross. So
Yes.
she is you're a big fan, and she
Yes.
is a she is award-winning fresh air radio show on NPR, and you've been listening to her since you were a kid. You said with your mom, right?
It's true. It's true. Every word of that song, true. Love Terry Gross.
Yes.
How many times do I have to tell you that I love Terry Gross?
So, if you were being interviewed by Terry Gross, what question would you want her to ask you?
God. First of all, I'm not nearly interesting enough to be interviewed by Terry Gross. This is the truth.
Yeah, well, you're interesting enough to be interviewed by me.
Ask me a question. If she was going to ask me a question, though, maybe just like something really banal, like what's your favorite kind of sandwich or something?
Oh, well, guess what? I have done some research, and I have other hard-hitting questions like that. And I'm going to ask you one right now.
Lay it on
Okay.
me.
Yeah. So as you see on the screen, I know.
Ah,
you
yes.
have 2 cats,
My
right?
2 cats.
Okay. Tell us about your what are their names?
Okay, I wish I had a laser pointer.
That would be appropriate.
Imagine it, a red dot on his forehead. That's Charlie. He's my least favorite. This is Tycho. He's my favorite.
Okay, so that answers my question. Actually, you got to come sit back down because here. Well, see, I did an award-winning.
So nice.
They are so. My award-winning investigative journalism, I went to his Instagram page. And I found out that actually only one cat is. And so he is your favorite. You already said this. Amazing.
I mean, come on.
I mean that is really good.
Dumb.
Well, I found some other really very cool thing on his Instagram page, which is your wife. So now, okay, I don't know if you guys can read this, but all the men in the audience, you guys have a notebook underneath your chair with a pen, and I'm gonna need you to go ahead and take some notes. We are gonna rename your band The Love Doctor. Let me read this, and I quote. This is when they were married for 3 years. Okay, married 3 years to Majestica today. What a joy.
Her name is Jessica.
Yeah.
My wife's Jessica.
Okay. Majestica. So I am endlessly grateful to my empathetic, funny, and sexy goddess of a wife for everything she shares with me. My love is a garden in perpetual bloom.
I didn't know this was coming.
He didn't.
I'm
He
very
didn't.
uncomfortable
But
right
I really feel like, I mean, you write about what you know, so
Sure.
I feel like there should be some
I know
love
Terry
songs
Gross. I
coming.
know operating a motor vehicle.
That's right.
I do have love songs, but they're not for you.
All right. Well, but I also on your Instagram, because I do investigative journalism, I did notice that you do a lot of nature stuff. So, question for the people coming to the ATL Comedy Awards in October. Do you have like a favorite place? Because you love nature, right?
I love nature, sure.
And you're a
Any
native.
nature heads out there?
Yeah, I love nature too. But you're also a native Atlantan.
Yes.
Atlantean.
Well, from the burbs. I'm from Marietta, and people get pissy if you say you're from Atlanta.
Right.
Can't say it.
But if you're going to give a recommendation to the people coming into town, where would you say is a really good outdoor place to be, or a hiking venue, or park? What's your favorite?
Well, there's all kinds of places to be in the city that are green. My favorite, I think, is Oakland Cemetery. I just love riding my bike around there, smelling flowers, looking at dead bodies under the ground.
This took a turn. I had not anticipated
That's nice.
that.
Sweetwater Creek is
There would be
a great place
that's your
too.
Terry Gross
Yeah.
question right there.
Yeah. Where are the bodies?
Where are the bodies? Where have you planted?
They're underground.
And you planted flowers over
Yes.
them. Very nice.
The circle of life.
All right, last question. So you have, your last song is going to be called Lesson.
That's
and
correct.
you do teach piano
That is
lessons
correct.
and you play for a dance studio. You guys, come on. So do you do that when you're teaching students? Do you play them? Do you teach them to do the two things?
No. Well, sort of. I do think that teaching a kid, especially a young kid who has not played an instrument before, you are sort of like teaching them how to do multiple things at the same time, even if what they're doing is just sitting at the keyboard, right? Like you have to work your left hand and your right hand's doing something different.
That's true.
And you have to learn how to read, and you have to learn how to sing and hear, and
Yeah.
there are like all
what's
sorts
your
of.
worst student story?
Oh God, I have so many. Let's see.
Hopefully it doesn't end in the cemetery.
I'll say no. I'll tell a nice story. How
Okay,
about
tell
I
a nice story. We're gonna end with a nice story.
My young
You guys
student,
ready?
name redacted, is
Call him Tulip.
kind of like he's coming to me with some tude. Like once out of every 10 lessons, this kid brings a shitty attitude. I love him. That being said, so the last time this happened, he came in straight off the bat. I can see this kid is not having a good day. So rather than kind of cracking the whip and saying all right, let's work out of our Faber piano book, the boring thing we do every week. It was straight off the bat, we were like, okay, let's go play some synthesizer. Let's play some sampler. Have you ever heard this drum machine before? And 5 minutes of that, this kid transformed. His mood was totally different after. Yeah.
Aw, you worked your love magic
One
on
kid
him.
told me that he went camping and he threw up in his sleeping bag in his tent, though. I thought that was kind of funny.
Wow. That ties right back into
Yeah.
the nature story. Maybe it was in a
Yeah,
cemetery. That's probably why.
Yeah.
All right, give it up for Paul Stevens, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
You're welcome.
Keep it going one more time. Mary and Moloq. All right. All right, so we are using that interview, the next performers are using that interview as source material for the improv set. So the next improv team featuring Freddie Boyd and Marcus Galashaw. Put your hands together for Regular Though.
You want to say something about us? Or? I can say it. Okay, thank you. You heard before, that's Freddie Boyd. My name is Marcus Galashaw. We're going to be doing some improv for y'all. That's it.
That's it, yeah. It's based on what you just heard. Shay said it all, so yeah. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man.
I worked really hard on it.
It's green and shit.
I can't keep houseplants alive, so I was like, transition to a garden. I think plants really like being outside.
You nailed it. You mind if I lean on your car real quick?
No, that's fine. Yeah, dude. So it just takes a little bit
little bit of fertilizer, some elbow grease, a lot of love.
You a changed man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got me thinking, and I wanted to tell you that I love you.
Did you say to me?
Could you not hear me? I can. I love you, man.
Yo, man, yo. What you doing, man?
I just want to let you know that our friendship has me in...
No, say it!
My friendship has me in love that's in perpetual bloom. That's why I got these evergreen flowers. They just bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom again. They bloom and bloom and bloom again. No?
You just shift the whole dynamic.
Hey, man.
I thought we was just like, oh man, I see him once every 3 months. Grab a coffee, catch up, and then forget what we started. And then come back and 3 months later, hear the same things over and over again. And now you talking about a full, I love you?
Yeah, man.
I don't even tell my... You never said it.
What?
You never said it.
You never said I love you? You should try it, man. First of all, I got you this begonia. But it's really a friendship begonia because I want you to plant it in this garden. And so when you're gone for 3 months, which is fine with me, I'm very bad at communicating. I can be like, yo, that's Travis, right there. And so I don't have to text or call you, I'll just be like, I love you. And you'll feel it.
I didn't know he was gonna bring symbolism into it. I didn't know he was gonna plant a monument to what we have.
See, when I was inside, I was shallow. Now that I'm outside, I'm learning a lot of stuff.
You outside.
I'm outside.
I'm outside. Yeah, my bad about the paint job. Oh man. You too. The steak was tough.
What? Yeah. I'm only here because my mom's making me be here. So.
No, I know.
You can take me to a steak dinner all you want. I'm not playing the dumb trombone. And I may be 12 years old, but I know that you don't go to a steakhouse and order well done. So I think a tough steak is your fault.
Well, Eric, seem like you're a smart young man. Guess I'll go get rid of this.
You broke a trombone over your knee.
Yeah.
God, that's so cool. I'm still defiant though. I don't want to be here.
Would you, like an ice cream?
I'm not a baby. I don't need. Is that Halo Top?
Yeah, man.
Do not crack that chocolate top with the spoon.
You want to lick the film?
No!
Nah, you do it yourself.
No, I don't, okay? Music is dumb, life is dumb, school is dumb, my parents are dumb, personal hygiene's dumb.
All right then, man. Guess I'll do something else with these 2 spoons.
No, those are for soups and scoopable meals. You can't play music like that. Why are my feet doing doing that. Wait, do that again.
You like Drake? I'm upset. 50,000 on my head is disrespect.
What?
Yeah.
You're really speaking of my generation.
You want to give it a try?
I don't know if I could.
Beyonce.
Yeah. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. And I'm telling everybody. Everybody. I'm telling everybody. Everybody. Mr. Carter, you're pretty swell.
Nah. I'm just Mr. Carter. You are a bright young man. I'm gonna tip my hat to you. Take this trombone that I broke in half. Magically put it back together. Cause I'm on some Mary Poppins shit. Goodbye.
And thank you for coming in today. It is incredible to have you on the station. I know I introduced you, but talented artists, music, film, finger paints.
Go on.
Atlanta's very own Scooby. And that's just part of what you bring to Atlanta's culture.
Thank you so much for having me.
We have a kind of an orthodox style here on this segment.
I got that for you.
Thank you. I'm definitely afraid of flies. This isn't a normal radio interview.
Yeah, they don't usually have cameras.
Yeah. We're trying this new thing out. This is actually being broadcast, and people can put metal or a bowl-like shape on top of their house, and it can be streamed live to their TV. I know.
The world is crazy.
First we got AI, now we have satellite TV. It's a magical place. I'm not going to mince words, okay? We all heard about the allegations. Is there any?
That wasn't the way we were going to talk about that.
Yeah, well, I do real journalism here. Is there any truth to the claim that you are two dogs in a human suit?
Absolutely not.
Can you just say that again, clear for the record?
Absolutely not. The fact that people would bark about that and try to dig up dirt on me as if I'm the truth is buried somewhere deep beneath a lush soil.
Right. And listen, I do not report on hearsay. I just report on my sources, and I have a source right here that says, "You want to go outside?" You want to go outside?
Excuse my French. Don't fuck with me. Absolutely no. I'm good. I can go outside when the interview is over. And
Okay. All right.
I'm on my way home. So
you're such a you're such a
I'm a good boy. Is what I am. Okay? And the fact that the people would try to say anything different. It really gets me riled up. It's like a squirrel. You ever seen squirrels? They run away, but I can run faster.
Okay, yeah.
Just like I'm running from these allegations in case that wasn't clear.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have any further questions. Come here. Come here.
Okay.
Come here.
Okay.
Come here.
I'm coming.
Come here.
I'm coming.
Come here.
I'm coming.
Come here.
Yeah.
Who's a good boy?
I'm a good boy.
Who's a good boy?
I'm a good boy.
Who's a good boy?
I'm a good boy.
Who's a good boy?
I'm a good boy. Ah!
2 dogs. This one's my favorite.
The Twitter account, where we get a handle on the news.
That's right. Welcome to the Twitter account, where we get a handle on the news. This is the news portion of the show, so let's get to the headlines. Some British scientists have warned that an ice shelf the size of Rhode Island is likely to break off of Antarctica in the next few weeks. The ice shelf is being described as the most interesting thing the size of Rhode Island. This week, 2 men were fined $4,000 for harassing wildlife in northern British Columbia Lake when they were caught paddling up to and riding a wild moose. The 2 men have been described as white. A rat at the San Diego Zoo named Runa is one of several who have learned to locate landmines on the battlefields of Angola and Mozambique. Which is well and good. What's slightly disturbing is the way they find the mines. New Zealand police reportedly found 3.2 tons of cocaine in the middle of the ocean worth over $500 million. In other news, Dominic has to leave real quick. He forgot something. Scientists have discovered a new layer of entirely molten rock about 100 miles beneath Earth's surface that they have deemed, quote, a literal hell. That's forcing Ohio to change its state motto to a figurative hell. Really ribbing the states today. Speaking of which, a Florida man tried to con $25,000 worth of microphones from a store by pretending to be a member of Nickelback. The man was convicted and sentenced to spend a year as a member of Nickelback. It was revealed this week that Friends actor David Schwimmer walked away from what would have been a billion-dollar franchise when he turned down the lead in Men in Black for a movie that ended up flopping. Comforting Mr. Schwimmer is the fact that if he had been the lead in Men in Black, it definitely would not have made $1 billion. Fisher-Price has introduced a stationary bicycle game station for toddlers, which requires the user to pedal to operate the tablet, proving that it's never too early to teach these kids to text and drive. Gotten real? A new study has found that drinking too little water has been linked to significant health risks, while drinking too much water has been linked to your dad screaming, "Why didn't you pee before we got in the car?" Now, speaking of health research, we here at the Twitter account encourage you to stay on top of your health. I personally have recently had some blood work and various tests done, just as a precautionary measure. So I thought, where better to have this incredibly private and personal conversation with my primary care provider than right here at ATL Live. So joining us today, please give a warm Twitter account welcome to my primary care physician, Dr. Kennelly. Yep.
Feeling good.
Yeah,
Good to see
feeling
ya.
good. Wonderful. Yeah, good to see you too.
Oh,
Thank you
wow.
so much for making time
Of course.
on a Saturday
Got
night.
The results right here.
Perfect. I'm
So.
hoping for some good news.
Anyways, I just wanted to shake your hand.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, did I get you?
Oh,
With my engagement
yeah.
ring?
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Very nice.
Oh, look at that rock.
Congratulations, Dr. Kennelly. Yeah, very nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, my boyfriend Pete finally proposed.
Nice. Congrats to Pete.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna get married.
Great.
Finally.
Oh, yeah. I'm super happy for you.
Oh, I swear, my parents never thought it would happen.
Yeah?
So,
well,
my friends.
of
But
course,
it's on
they were
them.
wrong.
I've been a bridesmaid 10 times.
Oh, yeah, that's never fun.
11, but
Sure.
it was Vegas, so.
Yeah, that doesn't, what happens there stays there.
Yeah, yeah.
I was wondering if we could talk about.
Tracy's marriage.
Sure, yep.
Yeah, it didn't last.
Okay, that's a little rough. Maybe there's some better news than Tracy's marriage we could talk about, like some test results, or maybe, did you find that I had any allergies in my blood work?
Oh, yes, let's get to it. Do you
Perfect.
know what I'm allergic to?
What's that?
Flowers, and I'm planning my wedding. What am I gonna do? You know?
Maybe the paper flowers.
Yes,
Sure.
great idea. I'm gonna write that down.
Thank you.
I'm
yeah.
gonna write that down.
I have a pen, but
Can
you
I
know.
write on your results?
Well,
Do you have a pen?
it's since you have the results.
I'm gonna put that down. Paper flowers.
Yeah, right.
I can make that myself. Be a DIY bride.
Yeah, and you could put on your bridesmaids because of all the times you've been a bridesmaid.
Yes.
So, anyways,
11 times.
if you were to write that down,
Yeah.
what would you be writing that down next to on that test result paper?
Next to it would be I gotta find a caterer.
Okay.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
You know, with my budget and like half
Yeah.
of his family is gluten free, just like you.
Oh, am I gluten free?
No.
Oh, okay.
Lucky
All right.
duck.
Yeah,
No,
thank
but
you.
a lot of Pete's family is, which is so frustrating. I don't know how I'm gonna navigate that. That's so expensive to eat gluten free.
It sounds
and cater it.
sounds really frustrating.
You know, and I
Yeah.
want to do a plated dinner.
I'm sure.
You know, I'm not a food truck bride. You know, so
No.
I'm not that cool. I might have paper flowers, but I'm not a food truck bride.
Yeah, of course not. I would have never guessed.
You seem
that.
nervous. Are you nervous?
No, well, it's just that there was a couple things I've been wanting to hear back about with some of my testing.
Ditto, my guy.
Did
you
you?
know how long it took Pete to say I love you?
I don't.
Try 4 years.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Now that sounds
yeah.
like.
He
Well,
would just say Illy. He would never say the whole thing, but I stuck in there. And look at me now. I'm engaged.
Shay, wow. Congratulations.
I'm gonna plan my wedding.
Congratulations to Pete. Now,
Yeah.
I remember speaking to you about some knots in my back. Did you find is that a bad thing or is it
registered
benign?
at the knots.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I used for my wedding website, and then I linked my Zola registry. There's some patio furniture on there I could use if you have a few extra bucks.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have any money if I have to purchase any medications that you would have to tell me about
Right, you would need your results to know
Yes.
what that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr.
Yeah.
Kennelly. Dr. Kennelly,
Yeah.
you've been my primary care physician for.
Oh, since you were a tiny little nugget.
Yep. And
I don't look my age.
yeah. Neither do I. And so.
All babies are McNuggets. At first.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I've been trying to get my results from you, and you were nice enough to come out here. But I'll be honest. I'm kind of having second thoughts about you being my primary care physician.
Oh, so you have some cold feet?
I don't know if I'd say cold feet.
About me being your doctor?
Well,
I've been
it's
your
cold.
doctor since you were chicken?
Since I was.
You were a little chicken,
Mhm.
little white chicken breast?
Mhm.
I kept you alive this long.
Right, and I was.
Okay, you
Yeah.
want to hear your results.
Yes, thank you.
Forget
All
my
right,
news.
there we go.
Forget that I
What-
dated a man for 7 years who couldn't say I love you, and now he finally put a ring on it. Okay. I'm going to reveal your results.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful. And then I'm so happy to celebrate your engagement.
Yeah,
and then, yes.
I expect you to get me that patio furniture.
Perfect. Yep. Consider done.
Okay. This is your results. Tina plus Pete equals love. I'm engaged!
Dr. Kennelly, everybody. Thank you so much. My primary care. Congratulations. Yep. Okay. Well, I tried to. I'll try. Back to the news. Major League Baseball's new pitch clock has debuted this season and has significantly helped eliminate the amount of dead time during the games. Although, if they really wanted to reduce dead time, they could have just eliminated the portion of the game where they play baseball. Wow, some real baseball fans in the crowd. A very ordinary restaurant in France called Workman's Cafe has been overwhelmed with customers after it was awarded a Michelin star by accident. In other words, a French restaurant has just experienced Dane Cook's career. And finally, this week at a Virginia airport, government agents are said to have confiscated over 13 pounds of horse genitalia that was being smuggled. In other news, the McRib is back. And that's been the Twitter account for ATL Live. I've been John Timmers. Enjoy the rest of the show.
I can't believe it took us this long to get sad.
I know, right?
We appreciate your patience. Have these beers on us.
This isn't the appetizer I ordered.
My apologies. Please enjoy these beers while we remake your appetizer.
Excuse me, there is a human finger in my salad.
Mine too.
I'm so sorry. We'll fix it.
No bother.
I just bring the beers.
There's no better shift drink than a Wild Heaven beer.
All right, well, now we're about to watch the 2020 Golden Pitcher winner for Best International Sketch from Oakmead Productions. I'm going no script, baby, okay? Give it up!
Hello and welcome. I'm making pancakes. You caught me in the middle of tossing one off. Not like that, you. A lot of people say that I'm a massive tosser. Not like that, you. Well, let's go and find out how much of a massive tosser. Not like that, you. I really am. Follow me. So, to find out if I really am a massive tosser, not like that, you, I will attempt to ejaculate, not like that, you, this pancake over the house, run through and catch it the other side before it lands. I'm really going to have to toss this one off hard. Not like that, you. Ready? Here we go. There it is. Here it comes, look. Not like that, you. See you next week.
You're watching an episode of Wank My Pancake.
Hi, y'all. Hello. My name's Heather. I'm not a comedian. I don't want to disappoint you. I'm going to introduce you to someone that we all know and love. Now, someone named Will Smith. Anybody?
Really?
Yeah, really. Really. You can trust me. You can trust me. Who knows the best Will Smith song?
Summertime.
Summertime. Best movie?
Men in Black.
Men in Black. Come on. It would be really cool to talk to him tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's even cooler. We're going to talk to a lawyer who sues people who are mean to grandmas. Somebody who loves his mother so much. Come on. Y'all hate your moms? And someone who has jumped out of a helicopter, Marine. This is this man right here, Will Smith.
Y'all, we are here with the Will Smith. The Will Smith from Philly,
not Philly. Where are you from?
Salty Nakuchi.
Where's that?
I know. It's in North Georgia. I a lot of times just tell people I'm from Helen, Georgia, because I'm well aware that Salty Nakuchi sounds kind of risque.
A little risky. We're all about that here. So tell me, Will, what do you do for a living?
I'm an attorney. I represent people that are suing nursing homes because their family members died or got hurt or something like that.
Doing nursing, is that a thing? Does that happen often?
Oh, all too often. Yeah, it's very common.
Okay, we're going to switch this whole conversation around. This ain't about Will Smith anymore. This is about suing nursing homes. That's fascinating. But that wasn't always on the table for you. You were a previous Marine, right?
Yeah, so I graduated high school in 96, went into the Marine Corps. When I got out of the Marine Corps, I didn't really have any civilian skills. My dad was working in a nursing home, so that's why I went in that direction.
Oh, okay. It's getting a juicy story, but let's stick with what's really important here is that Marines cuss. We know Marines cuss.
Yeah.
I don't know, cussing like a sailor, cussing like a Marine, I don't know, but here's the deal. Will Smith, this Will Smith,
He doesn't have to cuss in his raps.
he don't have no cussing in his rapping. And you know why? Because his grandmother, true story, don't read this book, it takes too long, said, Will, smart people, intelligent people don't cuss. And so he took out all his cuss words. So, Will, you cusser?
I agree with him absolutely, and actually that was one of the reasons that I listened to him when I was a kid when he came out with My Parents Just Don't Understand, that album, because there wasn't a lot of there were no cuss words, so my parents didn't care that I listened to it. So it was one of my first introductions to rap.
Can you share how that song go?
The only part I remember is parents went away on a week's vacation and they left the keys to the brand new Porsche. Should I drive? Of course.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it. So you said that you listened to Will growing up. One of the things I think was interesting about him and his life, and you shared briefly with me, is he was really close to his mom. She was a hardcore caregiver. He was very, very close with her, and you told me you were close to yours as well.
That's right, yeah. She and I lived together for about two years. Recently, I bought a house outside of Atlanta, moved her in with me, because my dad had passed about 8 years ago. So we were always very close. She was, she was one of my best friends.
Was she excited that you wanted to be a lawyer? How did she feel about that?
My parents I was an only child for 10 years, and they were obnoxious about you could be anything. It was almost too much, because if I were 50 years old and I was like, Mom, I want to be an astronaut, she would be like, of course, you can be an astronaut at 50. So she was excited about anything that I did.
Oh, I gotta know about that. So why is that annoying? If you're like, Will, you can be anything, go after your dreams.
Because there's
Mom, stop.
Because there's no constructive criticism. There's no reality there. So I can't really trust what she says, because she would just agree with everything. She's like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. You're amazing. I'm like, okay, well, you can't complain about too much positivity, I guess.
I'm just rethinking my whole parenting life, because that's literally what I do to my kids every single day. You want to be a rabbit, you can be a rabbit. It's totally cool. Okay, so one of the things about Will is he's an insanely driven dude. It was perfection or nothing, whether he was rapping, acting, whatever. He's always had to be the best at everything. Where do you fall on that spectrum with your practice and your work? You're a previous Marine.
I would say that there's a similarity there in that, first of all, I know I'm biased, but I think a lot of people agree. The Marine Corps is the toughest unit, and they're the Marines. They're the best of the best. So I chose them. They're highly competitive. They also make you work in teams. And then right after that, I immediately went to college. I knew what I wanted, immediately went to law school. I'd say we both do have a similar drive.
You did mention that you're not super competitive, though. You just said working in teams. That's interesting when you think about being very driven, but also to not being competitive. Explain that.
I don't know what made me that way. I had little brothers when I was 10, so I was never in competition with them. I always felt like, a second father. And I guess I work with people and try to do it as a team way instead of like, oh, I'm going to be better than you. I want to be the best, but I also want the people around me to be just as good, too.
Jumping out of airplanes. When Will, I think, turned 50.
If he jumped out of an airplane, he was probably like 20,000 feet or so in the air. So there's a huge difference.
Were you terrified?
No, not at all.
Not at all. You're going to jump out of a helicopter and you weren't scared?
No, when you're 18, 19, you're ready to do anything.
No, you're not. Men in Black, Pursuit of Happiness, which one's your jam? Do you like to go to more action stuff, or do you like to go to more heartfelt in your gut?
Men in Black is always going to be a go-to for me. The first one's great. And that's the one I hear referenced most of the time. Like when I meet somebody and I'm like, hey, my name is Will Smith. It's usually, oh, I loved you in Men in Black. You know,
Do you
so,
punch them when they say that?
no. It's a great icebreaker. And people always remember me because they're like, I remember you, Will Smith. I'm like, that's me. It's either I loved you in Men in Black or it's you look different in person.
To wrap us up here, there are a whole bunch of aspiring entertainers and performers, people who are working their blessed booties off to get their art out there and make a living doing what they love. And I know, you're in a different field, but I'm sure it's been a rough road getting to where you're at too, and the work ethic that it takes. And you have any words of wisdom for anyone who's early in their career, or maybe, I don't want to say necessarily earlier, maybe they've been doing it for a long ass time and they're not getting any traction. Any words of wisdom there?
I hear the cliche a lot of times, like, just don't give up. But that's something that they taught us in the Marine Corps too. It's like, look, you're going to make it as long as you don't give up. And I hear people say that too, is following their dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. It is a cliche, but I really think it's true. If you don't give up, then you're going to make it. The people who don't make it just get to a point and they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. So don't give up.
When you're in that really hard point though and you want to, what do you do to get yourself out of that? What's the Marine mindset there?
We just start focusing outward. We don't think about ourselves. We don't think about pain. You just think about what you're doing and you focus outward and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's all you have to do. It's all you can do.
Well, Will Smith, you are a cool dude. Thanks so much for jumping and doing this for us.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Will Smith. We got him. All right, y'all. This is our last segment. It's a very fun segment, just like all the other ones. It's called Off the Handle Awards. So our research team has curated some videos from the internet of just people losing their shit. So we will show you 4 videos of that, and then after we see the 4 clips, there's a QR code, and you'll pull out your phones, and you'll vote on your favorite clip. Cool? And then we'll announce the winner in real time. So let's see the first clip. This isn't the first clip.
Stuck a needle in me?
Remember you said hey.
Did you know that I've wrestled a bear before?
Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
I have.
Who won?
It was a close call.
It was?
It was a really close call.
How about that? I'm ready to kick ass about it. Can you understand that? Look at that look you giving me. Oh, hell yeah. I got another that's coming. How about that?
How you feeling up there?
Again, the same way I felt about 8 minutes ago when you asked me that same question. I'm used to these evening shows that are only 30 minutes long, and generally on those shows, I'm inside. So this is a really long show. Tune in for the next couple hours to watch me progressively get crankier and crankier.
Oh, no.
Oh! All right, so pull out I know you're very disturbed right now. Pull out your phones. Grab the QR code. All right, and the winner is, drumroll please. Ready to kick ass! Yes, no poop involved. All right, well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming out tonight. It's been amazing. I'm going to introduce you to the man who created this, produced this, put this all together. Give it up for Dominic Ricano.
Again, thank you all for coming out.
it takes a lot of volunteers to put this all together, and I can't thank them all enough. But I just want to say all the laughs is just basically the cheerleaders for the independent comedic community. We just want you to know that we see you. We know it's hard. You're doing great, and keep going. Thank you for sharing all the laughs.
Check. It's about teaching. Feet flat on the floor. Always sit up tall. Your wrists float on a track above the keys.